What's up, guys? Coming to you, talk to you about Green Arrow number 43. So, I got mixed feelings about this issue. Um, and I love Green Arrow. He's my second favorite hero, um, beaten only by Dick Grayson / Tim Drake. Um, those two are my favorite heroes. Um, I just can't separate them. Robin, I love Robin. Um, but Green Arrow's number two. Green Lantern's probably number three, and maybe Captain America number four. I know you wanted to hear that, so since you clicked to hear about this. Anyways, I have mixed feelings about this issue. The first half of it, I did not enjoy. Let me first say, like, if the artwork looked like this, I'd be a happy man. But some of the artwork is just kind of lame. Um, there's a few problems that I had with this. First of all, and I really don't like getting political on this channel. I'm tired of comic books making characters that are basically Trump. Please stop. Just make interesting, unique characters. And I'm tired of Green Arrow comics making rich people the bad guy. You know, there's a lot of really good rich people out there. Just because you're rich doesn't make you a bad guy. And I'm tired of it. Like, one of the reasons I love Green Arrow is because he's a rich guy who doesn't act like a rich guy. He acts like a poor guy, a street guy, someone just a common man. But he has all this money that he uses to help the people, and that's what's great about him. That's why I love the character, because he cares about the common people, even though he's one of the most important people in the world. That's why I love him. That's why I like Danny Rand. That's why I like Batman. Because these guys use money as one of their weapons to fight for justice, to fight for the common man. And I like Green Arrow better than Batman because Green Arrow focuses on regular people. Batman usually fights bigger threats to destroy the city, threats to destroy the world. Green Arrow fights threats to destroy the kid next door, threats to destroy that are against the family or the lady down the street. You know, that's who Green Arrow fights for. I love the street hero. He's a billionaire who comes out of his tower to help people, and I love it. And I hate that they've lost that aspect of the character because it's so vital to who Green Arrow is. They're all like, oh, well, I used to have all this money and I was a jerk. You weren't a jerk because you had money. You were a jerk because you were a jerk. Money kind of led you to that temptation, but if you didn't have money, you were probably still a jerk before. You know, it wasn't taking away your money that made you a better person. Taking away your money just helped make you a better person because it took away that temptation. You no longer had that temptation. You were still a jerk without money. You just didn't know it. It took a lot of punishment to really refine him into who he was. And so now he can use that money for good rather than using it for himself. He can use it to help others. That's what I like about Green Arrow. So I'm tired of them painting people who are rich evil just because they're rich. I hate it. I know he's like Robin Hood, and you know I don't mind them having him like the Robin Hood type figure who steals from the rich and gives to the poor, as long as the rich are evil. Like, don't just steal from good rich people, because there are really great rich people out there. Just steal from the bad guys if you're gonna do it. Take from the guys who are trying to do harm to people. So that's a long rant. They start off with this guy, and he's about to blow up this apartment complex, which you would never do because it's stupid. It's in the middle of the city, and he's blowing up it, and there's people inside. So, being the good hero, they have to jump inside the building, take the people out, and jump back out with the people. Are you kidding me? You know how many laws that dude has to go through to blow that thing up? First of all, that thing has to be thoroughly checked. You can't blow up something unless the police have, or somebody has made sure there's absolutely nobody in it. And if there were people refusing to leave, the police would take them out. So that's not going to happen. That's unrealistic. There's no way that that's going to happen. In a fantasy world where, you're just in the worst city ever, where everything is corrupt and everything is awful, sure, maybe that might happen. But we live in America, and this is based in America. We have laws to protect people, so that ain't gonna happen. And you're not just gonna blow up a building that's in the middle of downtown. That's not gonna happen. That's not how you destroy a building like that. Not without a lot of safety guards. You're going to put up a lot of barriers so that debris doesn't destroy everything around it, if you're going to do that. Now, you're going to go in with a demolition team, you're going to knock out all the walls, and you're going to slowly destroy the thing from the top down. That's how you destroy a building. You don't just blow it up with people inside in the middle of downtown. Stupid. That's ridiculous. So this writer's probably never demolished a building before. Anyways, so that was ridiculous. And Arsenal hates the guy just because he's rich. He's like, I'm firing a warning shot at that money-hungry slum lord. And here's Green Arrow's response. Not, no, that's stupid. It's, there's no time. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You don't fire a arrow at somebody just because they're rich and they're greedy slum lords. This guy may be a money-hungry slumlord who hates poor people and, cares only about himself. That may be the case, but that doesn't give you the right as a hero to fire an arrow at them. Come on, Green Arrow, you're better than this. And that's where the comic turns around. So there's a battle between him and Arsenal, mostly because Arsenal thinks Green Arrow has to have it his way, which is true. Green Arrow likes it his way, but that wasn't the problem. Look at this. This art is awful. I'm sorry. Whoever drew this is all like preschoolers could draw better than this. Sorry. This is not art. This is, yeah, it's not good. It's not good. They're trying to, at least he has his money back. Like, he's owner of Queen Industries. I'm happy about that because I hated that about the first half of the series of the run. Anyways, so this is where it gets good. I like the Ollie and Dinah relationship. That's really good. And they meet up with Roy Harper, which is fun. It's really fun. And then you have this guy. Let me see. What does he call himself? The Citizen. This guy's basically Antifa. And he goes on TV. Look, and they play up social media. All these likes and loves and smiley faces. The people are judging for this scumbag to be killed. I mean, it's basically anarchy. Like, why is this guy somebody different? Couldn't they just use anarchy? Whatever. So, he's letting people decide on Facebook or something like that. That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. He made up his mind before. So, Ollie realizes that it's better that they go save this guy. Oh, here's another awful photo. This is horrible. They look nothing alike. It's the same person. They look nothing alike. Except the color of their hair. Yeah, and then also different. Different person each time. What is going on with this? I don't know. So Ollie and Dinah speed off once they realize that he's about to decapitate the guy. I'm not going to show it because it doesn't say mature, but it says teen. So yeah, they're about to decapitate the guy. They run out there. They find out that he's decapitated, and then the citizen, threatens to kill Oliver Queen next. Oh no! So um, the turn really was when Oliver hates greedy scumbags like this character, and which I hate greedy scumbags too. Um, I don't like them either, but that doesn't mean you don't obey the law, you know. And then he finds somebody to contrast himself, which is beautiful. Um, and the guy's basically Antifa. Um, and they just want to kill the person because of who he is. They just because of how bad he is, they're going to take justice into their own hands, and that's when it gets dangerous. So Oliver should know best what it's like to take justice in your own hands, since he used to kill his villain or his adversaries. He used to kill them. He wasn't afraid to kill people, but then he learned that it's better not to kill. And he eventually got away from that and stopped killing people. And so he knows what it's like to take justice in your own hands, and he knows that that's not the right way to go. And so, even if he disagrees with this guy and thinks that he's a scumbag and an awful person, he knows that it's not his right to kill the man. And I feel like this book really is two books. This issue's two issues, where you have on one hand Oliver acts like it's okay to do these awful things to these guys just because they're greedy scumbags, and then you have the other guy who's like, no, we need to live in peace with each other, even if we disagree with them and don't like them because they're awful. And there's really two different Olivers in this book. So I started off not liking this book because, again, I hate like the obvious Trump references. I hate the obvious anti-rich dogma that's often in comic books these days. I hate it. I think it's awful. If you want to make your villain a rich guy, make your villain a rich guy, but don't make him a villain just because he's rich. Just because he's greedy. Make him interesting. Greed is probably just a small part. Just because he's greedy doesn't mean that he's a bad guy. There's a lot of greedy people out there. Even greedy people who don't have money. Anyways, so I went from hating this issue to like, wow, this is really good. Like, this is Green Era versus Antifa, basically. People who, So I thought that was really interesting. Wanted to bring that to you. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you next time. Peace.